So once people could immediately start sharing on the internet what they were tattooing, pretty much since the invention of Instagram, people have been copying other people's tattoos. Now this makes people mad, so let's talk about it. Now I figured there was no better way to talk about this subject than by copying someone else's art and making it into a tattoo. So if you're not familiar, this is a Keith Haring piece of art.
People who commit graffiti often share two things in common: anonymity and a lack of talent.
Using a piece of chalk, the young man draws a picture, a cartoon-like drawing, which he finishes in a minute or two, then moves on.
They definitely have characters or have things happening that provoke people to imagine a story or to try to put the pieces together.
He was an artist known for his graffiti style while also kind of putting like a political flair onto a lot of his pieces. And he really embraced this rebellious spirit, or at least that's how I interpret his art. So I think he would probably appreciate his designs being tattooed on people. Okay, let's talk about copying other people's tattoos. When we talk about copying tattoos, there's really two people involved: the client and the tattooer. Let's concentrate on the client for a moment. Now, I totally get it. You don't have any tattoos, you go onto Google, you know nothing about tattooing culture, and you pick an image and you're like, that's exactly what I want. You have the security of knowing like, this is the image I want, so you ask for that. And this is like very similar to back in the day when people would pick things off of the wall. And like, I got no judgments with this. Now, this pisses other people off. And if you don't want to piss those people off, here's a better option for you. First off, most tattooers don't want to copy someone else's tattoo. We got into tattooing so we could create images that are unique to us. So as a client, you're better off finding someone who can do a style that you really like and interpret your own designs and your own ideas. So instead of just being like, this is what I want off of the internet, you go and you collaborate with an artist. Now, this leaves a bit of mystery, which is, you know, sometimes scary. But if you go to an artist who's capable of explaining things to you and you're able to have like a little bit of a dialogue and they inform you on kind of like their procedure, you're gonna end up with an infinitely better experience and better tattoo than just like walking up being like, this is what I want, give me that, adios. Now, let's talk about the artist. I never judge anyone who steals someone else's tattoos. I really don't care. Like, once something's on the internet, I think it's free game. And I respect the tattooer who's able to like sway a client from doing that. At the end of the day, like when someone walks into your tattoo shop, you're responsible for giving that person what they want within reason. Most of the time, when they're copying someone else's tattoo, it's super simple. The idea is so unique to this thing that you kind of have to copy it no matter what. And to me, this is part of tattooing. Sometimes you're just gonna have to copy a design in order to give that client what they're asking for. Now, I wouldn't recommend posting it once you've copied a tattoo. If you don't like that part of tattooing, then by all means, create a scenario where all your clients are coming to you for your specific style. They all want to get whatever you've drawn up. That's rad. If you can get there, get there. But if you're working at a walk-in shop, give the person what they want. I personally don't feel a responsibility to be making decisions for other people. If they want a hand tattoo and they're 21, that's on them. And like, I personally can sleep with that. Like, it does not bother me that much. I don't feel like my responsibility is to baby people. If you feel like you need to baby them in their tattoo decisions, then do it. I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm a grown person. By the time I was 18, any bad decisions I made are on me, even if other people helped with those bad decisions. If you like this conversation, if you like this video, if you like this tattoo, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, I have a newsletter that goes out almost every week that talks about like subjects I'm interested in, which is tattooing. Make sure you check out the link. Keep updated with what's going on in my life, articles that I find interesting. Like, I think last week I did my top 5 favorite tattooers. So make sure you check out my newsletter, and yeah, I'll see you next week, or I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll see you in 2 weeks.